You ask me why I love you so much, and every time you ask me that question, I pause, because I honestly don't know how to put the answer into words. You think of yourself as lucky to have someone who loves you so deeply, but the truth is, I feel like the luckiest person alive to be able to love you this way. Even I don't fully understand why my heart chose you, why it still chooses you every single day. All I know is that from the very beginning, before I even knew anything about you, something inside me was drawn to you. It was as if my soul had recognized yours long before my mind had caught up. From the first moment I became aware of you, there was this inexplicable pull, a bond one couldn't explain. I felt a connection so strong, so immediate, that it felt as though you were already a part of me. You never felt like a stranger to me, not even for a second. You felt like home. I remember those early days when all we shared were simple greetings, just a hi here and there. It was barely anything, yet my heart was already whispering your name. Even when my messages went unanswered, my love for you didn't fade. Even when you were with someone else, my heart stayed loyal to you without my permission. And today, now that you are finally mine, my love for you is deeper and stronger than ever before. It has only grown with time, becoming something bigger than I ever imagined. I can't explain how or when it happened. One day I simply woke up and realized I had been struck by Cupid's arrow, pierced so deeply by your love that there was no turning back. Yet, I never regretted it, not even for a moment. Even when I loved you from afar, even when you didn't know the depths of my feelings, I found happiness in the love I carried for you. It was pure, unselfish, and overwhelming in the most beautiful way. I remember being surprised at myself, at the way my heart could hold so much love for someone. I didn't even know I was capable of such devotion until you came into my life. You have been my mirror, my teacher, my lesson, and my blessing. Through loving you, I discovered parts of myself I didn't know existed. You showed me how strong I can be, how patient, how resilient, and how passionate. Every time I thought about moving on from you, I couldn't. Every time I tried to bury my feelings, they only grew stronger. It felt as though the whole universe was conspiring to bring us together, like some divine plan was already in motion. I would pray to God in my quiet moments, asking either for you to be mine or for my heart to forget you. But deep down, a part of me always knew you were meant for me. And now, after all that time, after all those prayers, you are here. You are mine. This, to me, is proof that our connection was never ordinary. It was never accidental. It was written in the stars, orchestrated by something far greater than us. I am so grateful that my eyes and my heart chose you from the very first moment they saw you. I have never loved anyone else the way I love you. In fact, I've never truly loved anyone but you. You are my first love, my truest love, and my soulmate. I feel blessed beyond measure to experience such a deep and intense connection with you. We are made for each other, everything about us tells me so. Sometimes I still find myself in awe of the fact that my first real, deep love turned out to be my soulmate. How many people can say that? How many people get to live this kind of love story? I know how rare it is, and that's why I treasure you so much. You're not just my partner, you're my person, my safe place, my dream come true. Every time I look at you, I feel thankful all over again. Thank you, God, for bringing us together. Thank you for hearing my prayers, for guiding my heart, for weaving our paths together in such a beautiful way. I promise you that I will always do my best to be a good partner to you. I will always stand by your side, no matter what. I will fight for you, care for you, and cherish you the way you deserve. I can't wait to explore the depths of this connection with you. I'm so excited for everything that's ahead of us, all the adventures, the quiet moments, the challenges, the laughter, the growth. Loving you feels like a journey, not a destination, and I want to walk that path with you for the rest of my life. Thank you for understanding my love, for accepting it, for saying yes to us. Thank you for choosing me back. I promise you will never regret it. I promise to keep showing you, every single day, just how much you mean to me. You are my heart, my soul, my everything. And if you still wonder why I love you so much, maybe the answer is this: because loving you feels like breathing. Because loving you feels like home. Because loving you is the most natural, beautiful thing I have ever known. We are soulmates, true spiritual partners who are made for each other. I feel this truth in the very core of my being, as if it is written into the fabric of who I am. And yet, I only realized it after going away from you. Sometimes, it takes distance to reveal what was always there. Sometimes, it takes losing something precious to understand its true value. That is what happened to me with you. When I first stepped away from you, I told myself I would be fine. I thought, like most separations, there would be a short period of missing you, of remembering small things that reminded me of you. I was certain those feelings would fade with time. I convinced myself that I would eventually move forward, that your presence in my heart would become nothing more than a memory, familiar, but distant. For a few days, it even seemed that way. I was adjusting into my new life, filling my time with routines, distractions, and responsibilities. I hardly thought of you, and I felt a strange relief, as though I had succeeded in moving on. But life has its way of humbling us. That fragile illusion of peace began to unravel the moment I was left alone with my thoughts. In the silence, in the spaces where I had no distractions, your memory returned, slowly at first, and then all at once. I found myself thinking of you in the most unexpected moments, while walking, while working, even in the middle of conversations with others. My heart began to ache with a longing I couldn't suppress. Even surrounded by people, I felt alone, because no one else could replace what I had with you. It wasn't just missing you, it was something far deeper. I realized that my soul was reaching out to yours. It felt like a thread connecting us, invisible but unbreakable, tugging at me no matter how far I went. I didn't understand it at first. I told myself it was simply nostalgia or habit. But this was different. My heart would ache in ways I had no words for, as though it was being stretched beyond what it could bear. I couldn't explain the pain, yet it was also a kind of awakening. One day, I came across a video speaking about soul connections and spiritual counterparts. As I listened, something inside me stirred. Every word resonated with the feelings I had been carrying. It was as if someone had finally named the truth I had been too blind to see. In that moment, everything became clear: we are soulmates. We are not just two people who loved each other, we are divine partners, brought together by something greater than ourselves. That realization broke me open. I felt both joy and sorrow so intensely that I could hardly breathe. I cried, not just because I had found the truth, but because I had been so blind to it before. I had let you go, thinking it was just another love story that had ended. But now I understand how rare, how extraordinary it is to meet one's true soulmate in this lifetime. Not everyone is given such a gift, yet God blessed me with it. And in my foolishness, I let it slip away. That thought shattered me. How could I have been so unaware, so careless with something so precious? Since then, I have carried this truth like both a burden and a blessing. A burden, because I feel the weight of my mistake, and a blessing, because I now know what we are to each other. I can no longer pretend that you are just someone from my past. You are my present, my future, my destiny. I cannot lose you, not when I know what we truly are. I ask myself every day how I can make this right. How do I prove to you that I finally see the truth? How do I show you that I am ready to fight for us, to honor the connection that is greater than anything I have ever known? I know words alone may not be enough, but still I have to try. I want to work hard to rebuild what we lost, to make you believe in me again. Because deep down, I know you are the one God created especially for me. You are more than a partner. You are my divine counterpart, my mirror, my home. You are the family my soul has always searched for. When I think of you, I don't just think of love in the ordinary sense. I think of something eternal, unshakable, infinite. I think of the way our souls recognize each other beyond time, beyond circumstance. That is what makes this so much more than just love, it is destiny. I cannot go back to the person I was before I realized this. That version of me was blind and unaware. But now my eyes are open, and I see you for what you are to me, my soulmate, my forever. I am ready to embrace this connection fully, to nurture it, to honor it with everything I have. I know now that true love isn't about ease or convenience, it's about devotion, commitment, and faith. And I have all of that for you. So here I am, pouring my heart into these words, hoping you can feel the truth in them. I don't want to lose you, not now, not ever. I want to build a life with you, to walk beside you, to grow spiritually and emotionally with you. You are not just someone I love, you are the missing piece of my soul. And I need you with me, not just for a season, but for a lifetime and beyond.